Hey beauties, welcome and welcome back to my channel. For those of you who are new here, if you like what you see, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can know whenever I post, when I start posting, because baby, I ain't been posting. Beside the point. Anyway, so, ooh, I done knocked the camera over. So I thought I'd just come and have a chit chat with y'all. Looking real dry, okay? Bonnet on, no makeup on, lips dry, hands dry, ashy, okay? Just looking real ashy. Whatever, we here, okay? We cool, y'all can see me like this. So, what's been going on in my life? Depression. Anxiety, that's what's going on in my life. Lots of moping, lots of laying around, haven't put on much makeup. But something exciting that I did do. Last week, I went to New York City. I'm pretty sure I have not told you guys. A lot of y'all think I'm from Baltimore. No, ma'am, I'm not from Baltimore. So my family is originally from New York City, the Bronx to be exact. I call that home because home is where the heart is. But I was a military child, so I was born in Guam. Spent about 8 years in Florida, and I've been in Maryland ever since. But every summer since I've moved to Maryland, because the whole purpose of us moving to Maryland was to be closer to home. So literally every summer I'm in New York City. So I went and spent a week at home because I hadn't really got to spend that much time at home since COVID, you know? So it was really nice. I couch hopped between my aunties and cousins and them. And so one of the main reasons I was there was for a fashion show. So I got chosen to do a fashion show for visually impaired blind models. Same thing. A lot of people like to argue that it's not, but whatever, we're not here for the semantics. Excuse the noise outside my window. I live right on a train track, so craziness. But yeah, so I got chosen for the fashion show, and I have to come and tell y'all the story time because I don't think I told y'all yet, but I so did not think I didn't think they was gonna pick me because let me tell y'all right now, your friend is clumsy, okay? Your friend is clumsy. And I most definitely tripped and fell in the middle of my audition. And I just knew they wasn't gonna pick me, but they did because they said they liked the fact that I took it so lightly. I just got up and bust out laughing. It was like, woo, you girl, did I just fall? And they were like, oh God, I would have just died. And I was like, baby, listen, shit happens, you know? So they ended up picking me, and they had runway classes. And so I signed up for the runway class. And my dad drove me up there so that I didn't have to ride the bus. Cause your girl is bougie, okay? I don't really like buses. I would rather be in the comfort of my own car. You know, I don't want nobody snoring on my shoulder. I don't want nobody breathing, snoring on me. I don't want to use that little tiny ass bathroom. No, thank you. Okay, no, thank you. So my dad wanted to see his sisters anyway. So we just drove up together. He dropped me off, came back home, and then came back and picked me up a week later. So during this week, okay, first day, which was Saturday, we pulled up in New York or whatever, you know. Went to my runway class. I went straight to runway classes or whatever. Had a blast. Jeannie Ferguson, find her on Instagram. Best runway coach ever. I loved it. She was amazing balls. And I know I'm rambling, y'all. I'm sorry, but I got a lot to tell y'all. So she was amazing balls. Okay, my bad. Something was happening in the background. So I'm back. Okay, so she was amazing balls. I absolutely loved meeting her in person. I was nervous initially because I was like, I hope she's not mean, you know, but she was great. The girls in the class were great. They were fun. They were funny. We enjoyed each other. We were cheering each other on. Girl, you better stretch your stuff. Like, it was amazing. And like, you know, it was mostly Black women uplifting each other and praising each other, and I loved every second of it. I made a lot of new friends. I probably going back a lot more to go hang out with those new friends. It was great. So after the runway class was over, I pulled out, went over to Co-op City, Bay Plaza. It's generally the same area. There was this restaurant called, my arm is sore. I'll get to the part of the story why my arm is sore. What was the restaurant called? It was Sangria Cafe. Boom, that was it called. And they had some bomb sangrias. Oh my God. I typically don't like a sangria. Okay, I'm not a sangria kind of girl. But like I had this, the first one I had was the Henny sangria. Henny and strawberry or something like that. And amazing. Okay, good. And then I had bought some Henny wings. So, you know, like they were dipped, like they were like sauteed, not sauteed, sauced. Like the sauce was Henny. I don't know why that was so hard for me to process just now. But the sauce was Henny, right? And then so like it came with a shot of Henny on the side. That did it for your girl. I was like, ooh, yes. And I shared it with my friend or whatever. My friend who was also blind, and she pulled up on me out there. She met me out there. And then we sat there drinking, having a good time, laughing, talking, catching up. And then I had a mango pineapple sangria. That was really good. And then we finished it off with a strawberry something, another strawberry raspberry or something. But it was time for us to roll out. You know, she had somewhere to be, I had somewhere to be, and like we had to take them things to go. I was like, oh shit, we can have them to go, period, like what? And then took our drinks to go, and then I pulled up on my auntie or whatever, and you know, I hung out with my cousins and them, and we just hung out, and then we all went to bed. And then the next day, Sunday, my aunt brought me to she dropped me off at my other aunt on my mother's side house. And I just kicked it with my auntie because, like, she'd been sick and, you know, they had to start her on dialysis. And, like, it's a whole story in itself. But basically, like, we found her in a pool of blood, her own blood. And she was dying, and like we had to call the cops, and they had to break the door down to get inside. Like it was a whole thing. And so I just really wanted to spend time with my auntie because like you just never know. Like God forbid I hadn't spent time with my auntie since that happened, and then something worse happens and I just really be upset. So I spent the whole week with my auntie. The whole week. I did not budge. It was me and my auntie. I mean, she had to work and stuff in between, so like when she got home, I was there waiting. Like, what's up, auntie? What you want to do? I just talked to her. Like, company is what she really needs right now. So I just really gave her that company. And I enjoyed it. I love my auntie. And she's like a crafts person. So like she has a website and everything. But like she was like, you know, I can bedazzle your cane for you. So I was like, cool. So I ordered a brand new cane, had it sent to her house, and she's gonna put the Swarovski crystals on it. I know it's about to be so bomb because my aunt's crafts are to die for. Okay, she is that girl when it comes to crafts. Okay, like she really do the damn thing. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna turn out. I know it's gonna be bomb.com. Okay, what else did we do? Like, so really like from about Monday to Friday, I really just hung out at my auntie's house chilling. I ain't do nothing. I was gonna go out the house for a walk in New York City, but Baltimore City traffic is disrespectful. I am talking. Anyway, this is all day, every day. Like, anyway, so where was I? Because that just threw me completely off. So I didn't do nothing all week, really. Just hung out with my auntie, just kicked it. And then Friday, what did I do Friday? Oh, Friday I was supposed to hang out with my homegirl again, but apparently my family had planned a surprise birthday party for my cousin's grandmother, who I call my grandmother as well because she's been around my whole life. So like, I still call her grandma. Like, she's like my third grandma. And it was her, I want to say like 80 something. Wow, I really don't know how old she is. That's crazy. I don't, okay, but she's 80 something. And they threw her like a little surprise birthday party at this Italian restaurant. It's out with a V. I really don't know I can't remember what the name was, but it was I had the chicken parmesan. That is my go-to. Okay? Anytime I go to an Italian restaurant, you bet your ass that I'm eating the chicken parmesan. Something about chicken parmesan with some penne that I just absolutely love, and a little bit of garlic bread. Ooh, chef's kiss, okay? What else did we do? So we surprised her, like, it was like, the restaurant was like upstairs and downstairs, and we were all upstairs, like, just waiting for her to get there, and like, she comes up the steps and turns the corner, and we're like, surprise! And then she's like, oh my God. Of course I missed the surprise part because I can't see, and all I know is everybody just started yelling, so I was like, surprise! I was just like, I don't know, okay, this is what we're doing. But she really enjoyed that. I enjoyed seeing my cousins, my aunties, uncle. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed it. Like, sometimes like a dose of family is just what you need. Like, it just do something to the soul, you know? What else? So then Saturday I went back to runway class again with Jeannie. That class was a little bit tougher because, you know, from the first class, she was like, all right, this is the second class. At this point, you know what I'm saying? You need to be on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you need to act like you know what you're doing. Like, we're not playing around today. So that class was like really intense, which is, I needed that. Like, I appreciated the intenseness of it all. What else about the class? I met up with the girl who is the woman. She's not a girl, she's a woman. The woman who is hosting the fashion show that I was chosen for. She is the one who picked me. I met her for the first time. Beautiful soul. Loved every second of it. She's amazing. And I'm so thankful that she gave me this opportunity, because this opportunity here is going to open up so many doors for me. And listen, I'm ready. I got my cup in the window, and I'm ready for the blessings to overflow, because I'm ready, okay? I'm ready for this new venture in my life. Like, I've been working so hard for 2 years for this, you know? So I met her, but like towards the end of class, okay, so lately the weather, you know, it's trying to break back into that good old heat. We ready for the good summer weather. But listen, them in between seasons with that break, my sinuses be all over the place. They be all over the place. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, oh my God. Like, all of a sudden out of nowhere, like my head, like just like literally right here, like over top of my eye, it just be like throbbing. And this is the side of my head where my shunt is. Like, I don't like to show people my shunt, like, because it's embarrassing to me. But like, I have this big, huge lump right here. And people always think like, oh, your hair is too tight. No, I have a shunt in my skull and it just protrudes. So for that reason, I don't like to wear my hair out and stuff. But I normally, when my shunt aches, and I'm like, because like for some, it's weird. It's like my shunt knows the weather. It's like, okay, it's gonna rain. My shunt starts aching. So, you know, so I was like, is it about the rain or is it just sinuses? It turned out to be sinuses. Like, my cousin picked me up from class that day, and I was like hungry. I was so hungry because I had been wearing heels for 2 hours straight. Like, and y'all know how them heels be. Like, it was crazy. And I had forgot to take some Motrin before class, because that's normally like a little trick that I do. I take some Motrin so that my feet don't hurt so bad. I forgot to do it that day. Wild, I know. So my cousin picked me up, and feet started hurting. Well, they had been started hurting, but like I was hungry. So she pulled up to Chipotle. She got out and got it for me because I could not move. Like I was literally in the car like this. Like I could not move. I couldn't open my eyes, nothing. Like I was like, I can't. So she went inside, got me my food, brought it back out, took me to the house. As soon as we literally, as soon as we walked inside, my head stopped hurting. And I was nauseous. Like I thought I was gonna have to tell her to pull over so I can throw up because my cousin drives crazy. So I thought I was gonna tell her to pull over. I was like, yo, I don't think I can do this. Like, but as soon as we walked inside the building, it was like like that was crazy. Like literally like step 2 feet into the door and it was like poof, you feel better. Like my sinuses are really that crazy. So that was that or whatever. And by this time my dad had pulled back up in New York to come pick me up. So when I got inside, my dad was inside chilling already, which love to see him. Like daddy's girl all day. I love my daddy. Big hugs. He's like, missed you, baby girl, you know, all that. My little cousin was there. Both my little cousins was there. Like we was chilling and we spent one more night. And then we hit the road the next day and we got back home about I want to say like 11 a.m., 12 a.m. the next day. And we did some grocery shopping before my dad dropped me back off at my apartment. And I had stopped and got a booster shot. I was like, you know what? I'm here. I might as well just go ahead and get me one. So that is why my shoulder is sore. And you saw me rub it a couple times. It's like starting to feel better now. It's like itchy now. But I definitely had the first two shots last year. And then April the 15th will have been a whole year since I've gotten it. So I was like, let me go ahead and get a booster or whatever. But yeah, so it's starting to chill out now. It's not so bad anymore. But that was pretty much my week, y'all. It was a lot, but not a lot at the same time. Like, cause being in New York to me is like the regular. Like that's what my family's from there. I hang out there often or whatever. But there's definitely more trips coming up because of course the fashion show is April the 9th in Long Island. Okay, Long Island, New York. Ooh, excuse me. I had to burp. Well, in Long Island, New York, I invited my family and my friends, you know, the tickets are open. I will post down below where you can buy a ticket if you would like to come, if you're in the New York area. But anybody can buy tickets. What else is there? What else? Long Island, anybody can buy tickets. The tickets are $40. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So comment down below. Tell me what you thought about my week. Tell me if you can come pull up at the fashion show or not, you know. And I'll see you guys next time.